Hey, well, Broken World Entertainment. And if you ever wanted the definition of stupidity, well, here's a part of it. As Netflix, The Witcher writer's room actively disliked the books and games. Okay, how does that work? So, The Witcher writer, Bo DeMayo, reveals some of the Netflix series writers actively disliked the books and the CD Projekt Red's games. Although Netflix's The Witcher has been hugely successful, has it? Okay. Pretty sure it gets very mixed reactions, but okay. Part of the weirder franchise's fan base, wider uh, franchise fan base, has been highly critical of the streaming service's adaptation and its significant deviations from the source material. Yeah, because you barely have Geralt in it. It's like The Witcher without The Witcher. Former series writer, excuse me, Bo DeMayo, recently suggested some members of the writers' room did not like the source material or its video game adaptation. On Instagram Q&A, as reported by The Direct, DeMayo discussed his work on the upcoming X-Men 97 series, the reboot of the X-Men cartoon on Disney Plus, which will be a disaster. And the requirement, get this, and the requirement that writers involved needed to be fans of the material. When has that made a goddamn bit of difference for the writers and showrunners at Disney? Did you not just see She-Hulk? The entire, was it 9 episodes? Was a giant fuck you to the fans. As said by the critics, as said by the star, as said by the showrunner herself. So, are we supposed to believe that they want you to be fans of the material? Why? So they can see your hopes and dreams be crushed, and they said, right, you're fans of this. It's going to be nothing like that. Anyway, he compared the experience to Netflix's The Witcher, stating, I've been on show, namely Witcher, where some of the writers were not or actively disliked the books and games, even actively mocking the source material. He went on to say, it's a recipe for disaster and bad morale. Fandom as a litmus, tests, checks egos, and makes all the long nights worth it. You have to respect the work before you're allowed to add to its legacy. The writer did not mention specific names and offered no further criticism of the team's approach to The Witcher. Now, we know, spoiler I suppose if you haven't seen any of The Witcher, but this was season 2, where Geralt, who is The Witcher, played by none other than Superman himself, Henry Cavill, his horse, Roach, gets fatally wounded. And the only option he has is he has to put the horse down. And you get this, it's crazy, you get this emotional scene with this dude on a horse, where he's telling the horse, your long journey is over, kind of thing. You're riding off into the heavens, blah, blah, blah. And he runs a knife through to quickly kill the horse, Roach. The writers and the showrunner originally wanted that entire scene to play out as a joke. And the reason why is every time he gets a new horse, he calls the horse Roach. But they wanted to play it as a big joke. And Henry Cavill, who's a massive fan of The Witcher, went no. He put his foot down and went no. You can't do that. And they argued. She even said, we argued. To the point that they ended up turning around to Henry Cavill and said, you know what, fuck it. You go and write the bloody scene then. See if you can do better. That entire scene, all the dialogue, everything, he took from the books. Henry Cavill, the actor, made that scene what it was. Not just with his performance and stuff, but he took the source material and took lines from the books and put it down. And the showrunner and shit wanted to make it a joke. They wanted that scene to be funny. And now you have this ex-writer from the show coming out and saying, oh yeah, they hated the source material. They hated the games. They were openly mocking the thing. Then why the hell are you making it? What are you working on? That's the definition of stupidity right there. That is like if you hate Brussels sprouts, but you keep ordering and eating Brussels sprouts. Why, if you hate them? You know what I mean? It's so bizarre. Absolutely so bizarre. We're working on this show. We hate it. So we're gonna fuck it up for everyone. That must be the approach, because it's not even about The Witcher at this point. It's about Yennefer. And, oh my good God. The only one who seems to truly know the property, respect it and love it is Henry Cavill himself. Should just make that dude the showrunner. And apparently he wasn't even happy with how things were unfolding with each episode that they were doing. And from what I understand, he's not best pleased with season 3 either. I can see it being the last season. Especially now, if he's coming back as Superman, I think he'll just be like, oh, look, I'm done. You know, you guys, you're just not respecting the material. I'm done. But anyway, it's great to know that these people are working on projects they hate. It's the same as, what's her name, Jessica Gao over at She-Hulk, where she's shining over saying she hated comic books. Not just She-Hulk, comic books in general. She hates them. You had the idiot that was meant to be the showrunner for WandaVision saying she never read comic books because she couldn't follow the panels. And people wonder why entertainment at the moment is god awful. Think you got your answer. Anyway, for that one, I'll leave it here for this one. Cheers. Catch you in the next one.